everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of PAX GP, my F1 2020 My Team career mode. I hope you guys all enjoyed my first video. It took me a long time to make, so I hope you all enjoyed it. We had some feedback about how to edit stuff, so I've been practicing my editing, and I think this is one of my best videos I've ever made, so I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the qualifying session. This is my best lap. I thought I'd just show it for you guys. I would usually show practice, but things didn't go very well in practice or in the race, so you guys would have seen that from the title. So I'm going to leave the rest of this qualifying session for you guys to watch, and I will talk to you guys soon. So welcome back. This is the table so far. So our teammate Mick Schumacher is actually currently in the Q2 spot. We aren't doing very well in our first race as we're not used to the lap yet. But yeah, so I'll leave the rest of it to you.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
So that was the end of qualifying. I will now leave you all to Crofty.
3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
It's hard to imagine how a small operation like that could survive in the ruthless world of Formula One, and yet here they are, first ever race looking surprisingly strong. But there are no points for qualifying. Let's see how they fare in the Grand Prix proper.
Before we begin, let's take
Thank you very much for that very glamorous table, Crofty. As you can see, Valtteri Bottas on pole again for the 2nd year running in Australia. So let's get started in the race pretty soon. I thought I'd let you guys know I lost a bit of audio in the first set and a little bit in the second set as well, so I should be commentating over those. Here you can see our pit strategy. I decided to go with the first one because, well, as you can see, that didn't really work out very well. I will let the start of the race unfold, and I will see you guys in a minute. It's lights out and away we go, and we had a very good start here. Coming up to the first corner, we've made up 2 positions already, trying to go around the outside of our teammate Mick Schumacher, but we couldn't make that position stick, so we just slot in behind him. Grosjean and Gasly ahead, but we dive down the inside to Grosjean, and we're going around his outside into the next corner. Can we make the position stick? And we made the position stick. The car showing some very good downforce there through the first corners of Australia, and we are starting to lose a bit of time to Gasly, but in the corners it seems we're a lot faster than the AlphaTauri, so I think we should be catching up pretty soon. So there's Grosjean pressuring us from behind, and here we are pushing Gasly. A little bit of contact there with the Frenchman, but no front wing damage taken. So down a massive straight in Australia. I feel like this could be our strong point in the season. If we can really nail the power, then we can have a really nice car when it comes into season 2. So we're catching up to Gasly here. I'm gonna let you guys watch some of the gameplay on your own, and I will be back to commentate in a minute. And as we're about to round the final corner, you should see at the top that Valtteri Bottas got the fastest lap there, the Finn probably still in pole position. And on the straight, we've got ERS fully engaged, Rich Mix to catch up to Pierre Gasly, who's fighting with Giovinazzi at the moment. But okay, now into the first corner, we try to go down his inside, he blocks off the move, and we go around his outside into the DRS area. Sadly, no DRS at the moment, so we can't catch the Giovinazzi. That was an absolutely lovely move, really showing how the chassis is perfect on this car right now. So we're going to go through the next few corners, trailing behind Giovinazzi and Dirty Air. Maybe we should have got out of there a bit, but in hindsight, it worked. So now we're gaining time on Gasly. We're not going too fast. We're not going too close to Giovinazzi though. Maybe the car's lacking a bit more in the engine than it should. So we need to get that fixed before the end of the season. Gasly's pressuring us from behind, but I don't think it's much of a worry right now. He seems to be off the pace in Australia, which is a bit worrying because the AlphaTauri in real life has been very fast. So into this mini chicane, we mess up a bit on that corner. Lucky not to get a time penalty there. Not very good driving from me. Now down the main straight into the next corner. I believe our teammate is in P19, so he's not had a very good start to the session. I will let some more of this play out, and I will join you guys back in a minute. As we round the infamous chicane, as you can see, we've got a warn for corner cutting. That's rightly so. But now we've got DRS on Giovinazzi. He's also got DRS. Look at our straight line speed here. We're catching up to him to the corner. We dive down his inside. What a lovely overtake, cutting off his strategy to get past us right at the end of lap 3. This has been a very exciting race so far. Lewis Hamilton shaving 5 seconds off Bottas's first lap time, which is absolutely terrifying as the Mercedes is. I don't want them to be dominant again, but they might be. I'll come back to you guys in a bit. So in this corner we're being pressured by Giovinazzi and Gasly, but as you see, we're going to cut off here. This is not very good. This is not my proudest moment, guys. I'm going to let you watch it. Yeah, so let's just pretend that bit never happened. This little blank screen is a quick reminder for you guys. If you're enjoying the video and you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and drop a like, because I want to see your guys' support for the series, as it might be quite long if we get very good feedback from it. So yeah. Also, for those of you wondering getting into YouTube, the editing software I'm using is Lightworks, and I think it's very good, so I think you guys should check it out. So, actually, I'm going to give you some context. So I started a new race and I crashed again because I'm a terrible driver. That's why we're 35 seconds behind, but as you see, we don't actually finish last in the race. It gets a little bit spicy towards the end, maybe a few more crashes, but yeah, I'm going to let you watch these clips again, and I will come back in a bit.
The gap to the car ahead is 35.4 seconds.
So, as you guys can see, Mick Schumacher is nowhere to be seen on the leaderboard. This is really promising signs right at the beginning of the race, because I signed Mick Schumacher and I got a Mercedes engine, so I had to downgrade. I was going to go for Jack Aitken, who's 7 ratings higher, but I decided to go for Schumacher in the end, because hopefully he can live up to his dad's expectations. So yeah, that's really promising signs. Giovinazzi is 21st, Latifi 20th, Raikkonen 19th,
We're trailing our teammate
and Grosjean
by
18th. Latifi is usually
37.9
last,
seconds.
but I mean, he's not far from last, is he? Yeah. So I'm gonna let the last few laps of this audio, of this clip, play out, and yeah, I'll join you guys in a minute. Smooth as butter through these last few corners, but I bet you guys don't think anything else is going to happen. Well, it gets even more interesting from here. If you guys aren't bored already, well, it will start spicing up soon, I promise. So yeah, I'll join you guys in a minute.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well. Ricardo is stopping now. Front is 2.6
So, as you can see,
seconds.
Daniel Ricciardo is now out of the session. This bit is not very good. So, if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you can see that we have a DRS failure. Not like our race was bad enough. We just passed Giovinazzi, and now we've got a DRS failure in our first ever race. I mean, we might need to upgrade the reliability, but honestly, what is this luck? Like, what is this luck? I'm all over the shop. What is happening? Like, seriously, this car is a dog of a car. Obviously. Look, now I've lost a position to Giovinazzi.
Be careful.
I've lost
I
the
think
position.
You're going to start losing some tyre grip around now. Manage your tyres.
That's just typical, isn't it? We crashed again, and we broke our front wing again, and I had to pit again. And now there's more verbal confirmations that our DRS is down again. What is this luck, guys? Honestly, comment down below. What do you guys think the chances of this are? There's obviously a problem with the car. Everything's going terribly. We're clearly just... Someone's out to get us, let's be honest. We saw a few other cars pull up there. All the video is just literally just me crashing and us getting unlucky. So, hope you guys enjoy the rest. But I mean, could we really get any more unlucky? I don't think so. As you can see, we just passed Giovinazzi in the pit, but we're just going to cut to the end because there's 5 laps left. Nothing happens, guys. 2 guys retire. We're just all over the shop. So, here's the final screen. We came 20th in the end because Ricciardo and Russell went out, and we got overtaken by Giovinazzi again. So yeah, here's the pre-race interview. The audio was messed up for this pre-race interview, so I'm just going to talk you through it. We made loads of mistakes, terrible. I said I'd look at the footage to sound good, but I just drove terribly. It wasn't the cleanest race, no. The car was terrible today, but that's obviously normal. Yeah, we definitely need more aero. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you guys for the next one. Well, maybe we're not as unlucky next time. So here's the final acclaim, cash. I'll see you guys next time.